Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys an update for Pick 3 Tennessee. I had a question regarding Tic Tac Toe. I had put out a video for Texas and it was talking about zeros. I have something a little different for Tennessee, and this is for repeat hits, okay? So, and their pairs. So make sure you pay close attention to this, okay? Just have a couple examples. Want to kind of go over those with you so you can kind of see for yourself what's been going on, okay? So we're going to start with our very first example. We're going to go to June 25th. Now for tic-tac-toe, I would suggest that you use a plus and a minus. Okay, at Tennessee, you guys have 3 draws per day. So on June 25th, you guys had 803. Notice how I'm putting it from the top left corner all the way slanted to the right. Okay, diagonal. You guys had a 040 midday, and you had a 382 in the evening. Okay, so notice again, these are how the hits are going. Now, if you need to know how to count them out, once you put the hit in the way you're going to, we're going to add 1 all the way around to complete the grid. Okay, so let's do that now. Okay, so we have 3 plus 1 would be 4. 4 plus 1 would be 5. 5 plus 1 would be 6. 6 plus 1 would be 7. 7 plus 1 would be 8. 8 plus 1 would be 9. That's it. That's how you complete the grid. Because you guys have 3 draws per day, make sure that you're keeping a daily tracking of everything that hits. I know that's a lot for some folks. Get over it. If you guys want to catch patterns, you have to put in the work. No one's going to give this to us. You have to stay on it. And if you're using tic-tac-toe, same thing. You may not like the rundowns. Maybe you prefer tic-tac-toe. You need to have your draw every single example for each draw. Morning, mid, evening. Why? You need to spot patterns, and I'm going to show you why. You also want a row of just subtraction. Why? Because you may not see what you need on the plus. It may be on the subtraction side. So once you put in like that 803, we're going to subtract 1. Okay. So we would go 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay. Now we're going to say 10, right? 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. You see that? So once you do that for all 3 draws for that day, you have your completed workout. That's how you complete a proper workout. Okay, do your addition and subtraction. Some people have other ways. They like to put them in the middle, this and that. You test that out. I'm only going to do tic-tac-toe, doing it the diagonal. Okay, so anyone else, if you do it another way, you'll have to test that out on your own time. Okay, pushing forward. What I'm looking for is for triples. Okay, or false triples. Now, you're going to need to know how to spot them, okay? And you're going to need to know mirrors. There is a huge debate about whether mirrors are helpful or not, or if you should even be considering them. I do. Some people don't. When we say mirrors, we're saying that we're looking for the numbers. They could be considered a double, but they're not. They're mirrors, okay? So when we say mirrors, I'm saying a 0 and 5, or 5 could also be a 0. 1 could be a 6, or 6 could be a 1. 2 could be a 7, or 7 could be a 2. 3 can be an 8, or 8 could be a 3. 4 can be a 9, and a 9 could be a 4. That's what we're talking about there. Okay? All right. So now, let's go here. We have our mirrors. Now, I want you to know sometimes they'll be, they could be like straight triples. If they come like that, but a lot of times they're false. That's why I'm showing this to you. So I'm going to look down the grids, and I'm going to look for some false triples that are in kind of like an L shape. All right, so I'm going to go here. I don't see anything on this grid. I don't see anything on this grid. I do see an 883. That's something. Okay. That's something. That could be something. All right. I don't see anything on this grid. I see a 944 You seen that L shape, guys? That's kind of what I'm talking about. All right. And I also see a 388 this way. Okay. So you'll see a couple of them. You'll see a couple of them. Sometimes not every day and every draw may not bring a false trip. So be careful with that. Why am I telling you to look for false triples? When you see them, there's a possibility that the hit will repeat. You heard me right. If you see a false trip in your rundown, or excuse me, in your tic-tac-toe box, I'm still thinking of rundowns, there's a possibility that the hit may repeat. So let's look at this 382. Okay, there is a false trip around there. So I would write down as a possibility 382, no particular order. Okay, if you notice, it does it again even with subtraction, 382. Okay, now here you see a 449, 040. I would write that down. Okay, all right, and I would hold on to that for a couple days. I would hold on to those. Why? Because June 27th midday, a couple days later, 004 hit. Now, was it perfect? Did it hit in perfect order? No, but my goodness, is that not hot or what? Repeats. Yes, our states are repeating numbers. A lot of people don't even know how that's even happening. I like to use the 317 a particular way. You may see false triples, but the whole thing, when you see a false triple, whether you're using a rundown or not, pay attention, because it could be telling you there's a repeat or a mirror of that repeat. But for Tennessee, pay attention. Look at that. Those 449s, they brought back that 040 as 004. Isn't that nice? Yes. If you like that so far, want a little bit more, definitely give your girl a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so now. And if you haven't already, make sure you join the membership, okay? So you can get all your cool videos up front like this, okay? So let's go here. We're going to go to June 30th, Sunday. Now for Sunday, you guys don't have a morning or a midday. It's just your evening game, okay? Just evening, all right? That's fine. So I did the same thing. I did the plus for 793 was the hit, 793, right? I did a plus and a subtraction. Now you're going to notice, I see already, you see it, the 994, our false trip right there in the L shape. Okay. Do I see it on this one? I don't. Okay. So I would say, hey, maybe there's a possibility that 793 could play again, right? I will put that down, right? Well, if you did the next day, July 1st, it came back out as 937. 937. Different order, but my goodness. Nice. Okay. So this could be a very simple strategy when you think repeats, especially if your state is, you're noticing, wow, those numbers keep coming back. You may notice they're mirrored. You can probably even mirror this to see if that's what's working. I just try to keep it as simple because you're already doing plus and minus. But if you want to go the extra step, if you notice that they're mirroring the hit, that's totally up to you. Meaning, when I say mirror, like 793, you would also put in your chart. 7 would be what, a 2. The 9 would be a 4, and the 3 would be an 8. So you might want to do a chart like that, plus and subtraction. Again, more work, totally up to you if you wanted to do that. All right. So I'm not sure if that's what you're into, but I would just keep it like this. If you're more of the pros, you don't mind, you just knock it out the park. The other cool thing about these, I've seen other pairs come out, but we're just sticking with just the repeat itself. Okay. So again, play around with this stuff, make it your own. Okay. Well, Tennessee, I hope this helps. All right. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see you guys on the next video.